So I've been in foster care since birth, and that was basically my upbringing. Many homes, many different families, many different situations. When I was younger, growing up in the foster care system, because my placements weren't stable or there was conditions in which my social worker wasn't looking upon, I was forced to run away. First time I ran away, where I was homeless for about a week span. I was 8 years old. After 14 foster homes, I stopped counting. My needs as far as food was not being met in the home, and a lot of abuse was happening in the home. So I had to leave the home, and that caused me into homelessness. So I slept on the streets for 4.5, 5 months. And during that time, I was only lucky to have a couple of friends who let me couch surf. Other than that, I was pretty much in the streets. I started utilizing the services that are available to me because I am a transition age youth, as well as because I am a former foster youth. I'm just trying to stay off the streets pretty much, so I'm working hard, trying to save as much money as I can. Here, the work that I do as far as a peer educator and facilitator is educating girls and other youth about resources that are available, as well as facilitating workshops, health education workshops, games, just different things so girls can learn to explore themselves in a better and healthier way than learn from what the outside environment has to teach us. This is the drop-in center I run for girls. It's a confidential facility. People of the public don't really know the address because it's a safe place for the girls. We have a book club. Currently, right now, we're reading my mentor, Cupcake Brown, A Piece of Cake by Cupcake Brown. It's a great story. This woman was also homeless and went through a lot of things with drugs and so on and so forth, and now she's one of the most successful women I know. This is my information and resource table that I've laid out. This is so people know how to get to teen clinics. There's condoms for safe sex. There's personal information to get into bank accounts, stuff for the DMVs, as well as No Justice, which is basically a book that lets you know all your rights as a youth and as someone who has been charged with crimes. One of my jobs is purely advocation, taking input from other youth, advocating for our needs and what's needed for system changes, things of that sort. Existing services need to push to at least the maximum transition age youth age, which is 24, I believe. I don't think youth nowadays at 18 are completely ready to fend on their own without the assistance of the government, especially youth that's been in some bad situations or bad circumstances, not even just youth that come from foster care, but youth that come from all backgrounds. It doesn't stop here. I definitely want to keep helping people who have had situations like mine, people who've been through homelessness, foster care, sexual exploitation, things of that sort. I definitely want to further my career in helping people with that. I definitely want to get a BA in mass communications and then eventually get my MSW. I was enrolled in 12 units when I was homeless because I figured I have nothing else to do. I might as well go to school. Well, finally receiving housing, I had to quit school in order to focus on providing income so I could be able to pay for the roof over my head. Definitely difficult when it came down to storing things, books, so on and so forth. How to do your homework. I spent a lot of time in the public facility of the school, such as the cafeteria, the library, whatever was open until as late as possible to do my homework. It definitely was hard. As well as trying to just get there every day and maintain your head on your shoulders, knowing that you have nowhere to go, knowing you have nothing, but just still trying to do something progressive and good for yourself. Something that I wished I had that I didn't have, definitely more instant housing. It was like, I was homeless for months. So that experience within itself, it doesn't allow you to do anything else, because if you don't have a home, you're not really focused on work, you're not really focused on school, so on and so forth. So definitely more emergency housing to get you into transitional housing, and then transitional housing eventually turning into permanent housing. That would definitely be a service that I'd be interested in becoming established. I currently live in a temporary housing placement. That's through THP money for foster youth, former foster youth, and I've been living there for a while now. I'm very blessed. And my time limit is soon due, and I have about 6 more months, if that. And so I'm really worried, and from that point, I just hope that I'm working hard enough to continue having a home